Got a brand new hot tent. First setup, let's get into it.
We're sitting by the fire while the bottles clink, laughing till we fall, having one more drink. From the river to the ridge where the wild hearts pass. Come on and get outside and touch grass.
This is Valentine weekend here at the campground. Temperatures are in the 20s, so with the sun out, it is very pleasant. Everything is still covered in snow, so I will have to clear everything out with a shovel. First, I will clear a spot for the vehicle to sit, then we'll have to clear out spot for the tent setup. With it being sunny and warm, the snow has started melting, which in turn makes it heavy. This is a good workout. I have to make sure the area is big enough for the tent. This type of conditions also can make for a messy camp experience. As I get walking around all weekend, this will turn the snow cover into mud, but I guess that is part of the camp fun.
All right, so this weekend we are camping at Channel Lake State Park in Indiana. It is the weekend of Valentine's Day in 2026. Temperature is not too bad. It's about 24 degrees right now. Had to shovel all this snow. We've had some warm weather, so this snow was heavy. Had to shovel out the driveway for the vehicle and my pad site. I'm going to go get my tarp out and I will be right back with you. All right, I want to show you my first item here. This toolbox here, we'll show you what we have in this one. This is for all my stakeouts, my canopies and tents and stuff. So in the top here, we got some clips, various clip rings, various other clips, and more S-hooks. And these are drivers for my augers. I put these on my drill or my impact wrench. We'll show you what those go to. So the first layer here, we got some stakes. So I got some really long stakes, spikes, have a hook on them. These are just the pound ends, but these are made to drive in with that nut driver. You put it on my drill or an impact wrench, and for cold weather, when the ground's really hard or even ice, this will drill right down and I can stick things out. So I got various stakes, and then the bottom here, I got my hammer, and I got various cordage and some bungee cords. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and set up my tarp. All right, this tent's called the MC toumount, and it's an inflatable tent. So it's my first time using an inflatable tent.
First, we'll spread the tent out, locate the proper orientation, then stake out the four corners. I will then make any tightening adjustments needed, find the manual pump, get it all hooked up, and have at it.
Go into the handle.
The pump hose screws onto the tent inflation port as well as to the pump itself.
All right.
I like to use the manual hand pump as it only takes about 1.5 minutes to get it inflated. This also allows me to be able to kind of feel how tight the airflow is going into the tent. This tent does have a pressure relief valve that should open up if too much air is going into the tent. At times you may have to stop pumping and go around and help the tent inflate up. Easiest to go inside and lift up on the air supports.
All right, let's take a basic look at it. I just got it set up with the 4 pegs. I don't have a guide out or not. So we'll take a look at it, and I'll insert some photos here. This is the front. We have the door here. And this can be opened up as a canopy. We have a lot of stakeout points. Got a window here. And come around the back, we have another door with another window. This window opens up from the inside. On top up here, we have a stove jack for a hot stove. And the other side, we have another window. And I'm gonna go around and open the windows from the outside and get back with you. All right, so I went in and opened stuff up here. First off, look how big this door is. This is a huge door. Like I said, we'll walk around it one more time. Once again, I don't have it guide out. So they got all these windows, got your skylights up there. On each end, there is a vent right here. Especially if you're doing a stove or anything to keep the carbon monoxide and your ventilation in, to keep the condensation down. I always have those open when I'm using a heat source. This is the back. This is the back door with the window. And like I said, this window opens from the inside. I kind of wish they would have one that opens from the inside in the front. This vent I don't have open yet. You just lift up on it. There's a pole with a Velcro. And you go. This is your inflation port. So let's go ahead and step inside. All right, so here we are. Down here is a zipper area. You can bring electronics, electric in here. I'm gonna bring my propane line in here for a propane heater. We have a pocket down here, and above we have these skylights. You can sleep underneath the stars. So I'm looking forward to taking this out in the rain sometime, seeing how those hold up. All your support poles, your air beams are wrapped. You can take them apart if you think you have a leak somewhere. Down here we have 2 ports. Down here you got 2 ports. These can be used for air conditioning. If you have an air conditioner in the summertime or in the winter, if you got a diesel heater, you can run things through. Got another pocket here. And here is our stove pipe. Looks like I'm gonna have to cut that because it has not been cut. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and get it all guyed out and I'll get right back with you. Okay, well, I got the tent set up. I'm just going through and setting up the inside now. I want to show you right now it is 46 degrees Fahrenheit outdoors. It's 48 in here. I'm going to start the stove and we'll see what happens and how long it takes. Let me check the time here. The time is 5:30 p.m. We're going to see how long it takes to heat up a little bit. I'll catch you later. Bye. All right, I am welcome back. I'm just still setting up the inside of my tent. I got the stove going. It's now 6 o'clock and we'll check out the temperature. Outside it is 39 degrees and in here it's 74 degrees. In fact, I'm in a t-shirt right now because it's so hot in here. I'm going to finish setting up the insides and I will get back with you. All right, let's take a look at my setup here. I'm standing at the front door. We walk in, my left, I got my cot set up with my night table there. Got my chair set up. There's a toilet. Got my pellets. We'll walk over here and get this side of it. We got the stove going. I have a fan that goes on top of the stove. I got a fan hanging up in the ceiling there. We got the propane heater for a backup in case anything would happen. We also have the smoke detector and a carbon monoxide detector somewhere. And then this is the kitchen area. I'm going to make some dinner here in a little bit, and I'll get right back with you. Alright guys, it's going to be dinner time. So my wife got me for Valentine's Day, because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, so she knew I was going camping, so she brought me some food. Let's see what she got us today. Oh, looks like she got us some ribeyes. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning on it. Got some steak seasoning. Alright, my steak's almost done, so we'll go ahead and add some vegetables. Yeah, won't that be great? One thing I like about camping, I eat pretty good. We'll use half of them, because we're going to use the other half tomorrow. Of course, camping at night, or camping on the weekends, I gotta have my beer. And later we'll have a cigar and some bourbon. And we're gonna have dessert too. I'm gonna let these vegetables cook, and I will get back to you when they're done. Alright, I cooked the steak and the vegetables. I let it sit for a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and plate this up and enjoy. As you can see, I still got Christmas plates left over. Hey, always in the spirit, huh? Even though tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Cheers. That's some good food. Big shout out and thanks to my wife for this lovely meal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my dinner, and I will get back with you. Hey, welcome back. I just finished that great dinner. Oh, the steak and the vegetables, that was just awesome. But now my wife gave me dessert. Let's take a look at what we got here. Look at that. Looks like strawberry cheesecake. Man, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. That's some good stuff. So for those of you that haven't tried winter camping but like camping, just give it a shot. Make sure you're prepared. If you're burning, excuse me, if you're burning in your tent, make sure you have a CO2 detector, smoke detector. Always be safe and make sure you're prepared for the cold, because this is really, it's awesome. I'm at a campground and I am the only camper here this weekend. I'm here for 2 days. I'm going to finish off this cheesecake and I'll touch back with you in a little bit. Now some of my favorite time in the summertime, I like sitting around the campfire, smoking a cigar and drinking some bourbon and some beer. So this week's bourbon, we're drinking Jim Beam. It's called the Black. This is aged for 7 years. It's fairly smooth. I enjoy mine over ice. I got my little glass here that holds my cigar. So cheers to you. I'm going to sit back and enjoy the night. I tell you what the temperature is and everything, except for I lost it. I lost my thermometer. It's somewhere here in the tent. I looked, and I might have to wait till tomorrow and tear the tent apart. But I'll be darned if I can't find that anywhere. So my luck, but it is fairly warm in here. I got the window cracked. Actually, it's a little bit too warm. I wish I actually would have brought some shorts. Yep. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy the night, and I will let you know when I'm heading to bed. Good night. Well, good morning. Boy, this tent is awesome. I slept very good last night. I can't tell you what the temperature is because I lost my thermometer somewhere. But I slept in a t-shirt and shorts with no blanket. I just had a sheet on. That's how warm it is in here. So yeah, everything went good. So I'm going to go get stuff ready for breakfast. I will see you then. Hey, we got the coffee going. You know, gotta have coffee through the day. I'm gonna go ahead and get some breakfast on. Boy, but if you guys can see it, look at that skylight over there. That is just freaking awesome. Waking up and seeing that. Turn you guys a little bit here. All right, we're going to start with some bacon. And we're going to get that cooking. Just doing breakfast. Just got a call from my wife because it's Valentine's Day. She called and we all said happy Valentine's to each other. She asked about how my experience going. Like I said, this is the first time using this tent. It is an inflatable tent. I had my doubts, but boy, everything's awesome, guys. Everything's really awesome. I'm going to sit back and drink some coffee, finish my breakfast. All right, so today's Saturday, my second day up here. Beautiful out. It's like 44 degrees. As you can see, I got the canopy up, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this. So I got the stove shut down. I got windows open. I threw up the canopy, which is awesome. Okay, we're gonna try another new thing I purchased. Now this here is a portable fire pit. So we'll go over the case first. It's a nice case. Got a zipper all the way around it. And we dump it out. And the fire pit itself is just wire screen, and it rolls around the inside here. So we'll see if we can get this out. All right, so these are our components. You can see we got 4 clips. We got the mesh here, and we got this system. So everything's back together. There's some poles that are loose in the middle. You'll notice there should be 4 that have the black tip on them, and there'll be 4 regular ones. And then we're left with this. You'll notice they got it's expanded here to put your poles in. And so all you do is I put the bottom pegs in first. These will be my legs. All right, there we have it. I'm going to back you up a little bit. So then we just put the tops in. And we'll go ahead and open it up a little bit. And the wire mesh is just has holes in it, and all you do is put that over it, squeeze these, and stick them in. They don't snap into place or anything, so don't be expecting, because these probably could slide out pretty good actually. And there we have a fire pit. So we're going to go ahead and test it out. I got a fire log here. It says it burns up to 2 hours. We'll find out. I'm going to see how much heat it puts out. All right, we'll see how this works for us. Okay, first time trying out this fire pit. What's kind of nice about it, you can actually pick it up and move it around if you had to. Would not recommend it because it could be dangerous, but if you had to, you can move it. And I usually keep this in a backpack with, 3 of these logs if I ever need to set up a fire really fast or quick and easy. So yeah, I'm going to sit back and just enjoy a little bit of cigar and enjoy this nice day. Take a look around and see what you think. Oh, well, today was a good day. My son and my granddaughters came up to visit me up to the campground this weekend, and we went for a hike. They just left. I'm sitting by a fire, as you can see on this little fire pit I got. Seems to be working very, very well. It burns the wood real good. Almost no ashes or no wood left because it can get air coming up from all sides. I'm sitting back enjoying some beer at the fire. A little bit, I'm going to start dinner. So I'll get back to you then. Cheers.
Just some random footage of the campfire and fire pit. It is awesome and makes a nice clean fire that is very versatile. Video shots of the area around the campsite, of the tree line and snow. The new tent is a welcome sight with the campfire glowing and snow glistening off the forest trees. The stove chimney vent pipe rises up through the tent roof and provides ample heat for this tent. With everything sealed and in place, this tent can handle the elements of the cold. When all walls and windows are closed and secured, the tent retains the heat that the pellet stove puts out.
Saturday night, it's about time to make some dinner. My wife bought me these nice pork chops, and we're going to cook some of those up. We're going to cook one of those up. I got this new seasoning I'm trying. It's called brown sugar and bourbon. And you guys know me, that I do like my bourbon. So we're going to go ahead and give that a whirl and get this dinner going. Let's go ahead and take a look at this food. It's looking pretty good to me. We're going to go ahead and dig in. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit here first. All right, so I'm back again, getting ready to wind down and get ready for bed. Sorry, my cordless mic is still down, so I'm just using the microphone off the camera, so I hope you can hear me all. So sitting back and ready to get back. Of course, we got some drinking some beer, as always. Having a good peaceful night. And my son came up today, and with him, he brought me a bottle of bourbon. Now, this is called Henry McKenna. It is a bottle and bonded, and looks like it is aged for 10 years. So, got my bourbon mug here with my cigar. So let's give it a shot. All right, that's nice. That's pretty smooth, actually. You get them aged this high, around 10 years. Anything over about 7 years, in my opinion, is a pretty smooth bourbon. And bottle and bonded follows more strict guidelines to when they produce a bourbon. I do like mine with a splash of water, so that's why I drink my bourbon on ice. And let's have a second hit on that. That's nice. And the leaf, when it goes down, it's not overly harsh. I don't get that real strong ethanol. Yeah, so this is a keeper. So big thanks out to my son. I appreciate that. I'm gonna sit back and
drink some bourbon, drink some beer, and smoke a cigar. Oh, we might as well do a temperature test too. So, it shows it is 33 degrees outside and 74 in here. So 74 degrees in a tent. It's actually a little bit overkill. Got my little candles here. These are not real candles. These are battery operated. So just adds a little bit ambience. Let's see if we can see anything if I turn my light out. All right, I'm going to do a wrap up of my camping trip this weekend. Went to Channel Lakes in Indiana, up by Albion, Indiana, campground. It is Valentine's Day weekend. I got up here Friday, so I spent Friday night, all day Saturday, Saturday night, and I'm breaking down camp now on Sunday. First time using a couple of things here. I got this new tent. Inflatable, awesome tent, let me tell you. Inflatable tents are winter hot tents. I really like the RBMs. The RBM Hexagon is my dream tent, but you know, it's almost $3,000 and I just can't justify that yet. So I found this MC toumount. It's called the Inflatable 10. It looks like it just came to the market last fall and through the winter. I didn't find many reviews on it, and it's I'm gonna say only $500. I know that's a lot for a tent, but compared to $3,000, let me tell you, it did awesome. It's very well ventilated, so I can use it in the summertime as well. It has the stove jack in it, as you've seen. I have a pellet stove in there, which did awesome. In fact, it got very hot. I had to open the windows at night. It was 70 plus degrees in there, and that was with the stove damper down. Another new item I got here is
this above ground fire pit. Amazing value. Let me tell you, it's only around $20. It's just so nice. I got a fire that off the ground. I can move it. It burns almost all the wood. It doesn't leave any chunks or anything, so that was a great value as well. Couple downsides I had with this tent and my setup is my thermal fan that I have on top of the stove stopped working, and couldn't get it to work at all. It's not bound up. The blade moves freely. I was reading online, if you keep it on very hot heat for a long period of time, it burns up that thermal thing on the inside. So I'm going to have to investigate that, probably get another one. And I don't have any overhead lighting. Yeah, the little, they call them fairy light strings, it went out on me. It was on clearance at Menards for like $5. So I thought it worked for one night, and then it just stopped and wouldn't hold a charge or nothing. So more lighting, and the top of the tent has no line going the length of the tent, which is nice to have in a hot tent because you can dry your clothes on that. So I will probably stick one of those on. Yeah, great weekend. Loved everything. I'm going to break up camp, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.